Oh, we're back again.
We're back. We've technically not left
Never
the room.
left.
We
Never
never
left.
did.
Yeah. So, we're here. Here we are again. Mate, that last episode, that was just unreal.
Mate, it was an eye-opener, for sure. And you know what? I was kind of shook.
I could tell, because you went quiet, and that's not Vish.
It was, right? I think what it was, okay, so it was a really interesting episode. We spoke about his childhood. We spoke about literally everything that he's been through. And it was just all of a sudden, I looked at him at one point and I just felt everything.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot more that he could have spoke about. A hell of a lot more. But I just literally just sucked the energy in. I was like, oh, I felt it.
Yeah.
And I really felt it.
Yeah. I had no idea what the conversation was going to be about, because obviously I've not met him. You'd met him and said, this guy's coming in. Sweet, let's get him in. We had a brief conversation outside and we sort of talked about, okay, come in. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Just sat there for a minute and just, oh shit, okay, this is where we're going. This is going to get a little bit.
I think he's very classic in a sense of using humor to mask it. And that's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I still do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you still do it.
All time.
You know, you laugh it off, but then deep down you think, fuck.
Yeah.
But I was just appreciative of how open he was.
That dude's gone through some shit. And to be,
at 20.
Yeah. And to be where he is and having it sort of as grounded as he is.
Yeah.
And the dark places he's been to. Hats off to him.
Yeah. And he is a lovely guy.
Yeah.
A really, really lovely guy. One of the first things he said to me was like, I sound really posh. I know I do, but I'm not. And then that's kind of like how we got into the conversation of where he's from and his history and basically everything that he's gone through. So it was just a bit of an eye opener for me.
Yeah.
And it took a shitload of energy out. But
Yes.
I got it back.
Yes. But what I like though is, bear in mind what we're going to talk about today. It kind of leads on from the situation he was in with the breakdown of the relationship between dad, mum, him, and how it's affected him as he's growing up. So, episode 62. Here we go.
Shit. Yeah, 62, man.
Yeah.
62. We literally just said 61 about 5 minutes ago.
And we're still on a Wednesday. Oh, fuck my head. Yes. So, dating, relationships, marriages, everything. Everything within that sector, should we say. Yeah, I think we could tick off most of the boxes between us on that, mate.
I know. I've got fucking loads ticked off. So the point I was trying to make with this one, and the reason why I brought this one up, was because I think when you're going through shit, whether it be in the relationship or outside of the relationship, but you're in a relationship, how do you address it?
Yeah.
How does it affect the result of whatever you're going for? Whether it be a date, whether it be a proposal, whether it be a full-on relationship, living in the same house. Now, the experiences that I've had can fit into all of those.
Yeah.
Now, dating was a bitch for me when I first started dating. And that there's many reasons as why dating was a bitch for me. When I first started dating properly, I had zero confidence. And I had this thing where, one thing that I used to laugh at, I can laugh at it now, but if I saw a hot girl, my eyes were just water. It's like if I was crying, but it wasn't. It was just like, shit, I don't know.
Well, it's better than something else out there, mate.
Rising to the occasion. But yeah, my eyes just used the water, and I'd be like, I'm going to chat to this girl, and she's going to think I'm crying before I even said anything.
What's this mess coming towards me?
What the fuck? But it wasn't emotion. It was just, I don't even know what the fuck it was. But that used to also break my confidence. First, I had this issue with my skin.
Yeah.
And then secondary, I'm crying, but I'm not. So I'm just broken. Yeah, I'm going to go with this emotion guy here. So that used to be really difficult for me. And it took me a long time to get over that. But first thing was the acceptance of my skin. That obviously we've covered before.
Yeah.
But that was like the major part of it, and I'd gotten over that. But it was then, how do I talk to people? How do I explain how I feel, or how do I explain my journey? Because I know people are going to ask, and they're going to ask about my skin. That's what a lot of people do. Yeah. Especially on first dates. And I think one time my confidence was massively broken, and I was 21 at this point when I started working for a company which was a finance company. And I got chatting to one of their offices, and I got chatting to this really, really nice girl. And we were going to go for a date, because we'd been talking for a good month or so. And I was like, oh, she seems quite sound. So we just got chatting. Lives in Birmingham, and I met her in Birmingham. And we'd never seen each other. So this was kind of like when photo phones started to come out.
Look, now look like you're taking a picture on a potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
So I'd fucking gone off to Birmingham, and I remember her, she was hot, man. Absolutely hot. She looked at me, she went, oh.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, that was like a kick in the balls.
Mate, that's like kind of taking your car into the garage and the mechanic going,
yeah. Or when you look at your bank statement.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Wow.
that is not what I expected. And that had already I was already on like confidence level 2.
Yeah.
That had put me in the -3 or 4.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt like shit.
Yeah.
And I felt like absolute shit. But I think a gift of the gab worked a little bit. Because we had loads of dates after that.
Okay.
Never actually went into a relationship, but I had quite a lot of dates. But things like that do affect you.
Of course they do. Massively.
And this is like, it didn't just stop there with the next date and the next date or with other people.
Yeah.
I really, really struggled. But then I think when you meet that right person, it's like the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
It is the best thing in the world.
You just know.
You do.
Yeah.
But have you really dealt with what's happened?
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Have you? Because I didn't.
No.
I thought I had.
And everything is nice. Everything's great. Oh, and then that just little voice in the back of the head. Oh, what if this happens again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The girl that I ended up with was amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. We're still good friends now. But back then, I didn't realize that this is what I was feeling. And the emotions wasn't just the fact of being unconfident or, okay, what does she see when she sees me? Because that kind of like fizzled out. That kind of stopped. I didn't really start thinking about that because I had gone through another journey which allowed me to be more confident with my skin. But it's more of, I hadn't dealt with what had actually happened before of someone being daunted when they see me.
Yeah.
It was that was the impact.
Yeah.
So I used to think, does she see me as a good looking guy? Or does she see that guy over there as a good looking guy? Yeah. So we'd go out and I'd start getting jealous.
You'd start watching what they were looking at.
Yeah, who's she looking at? Who's she smiling at?
Yeah.
And it could be something completely innocent, but that used to make me feel like shit.
Yeah.
And there would be times where would go home at the end of the night, whatever, or she'd go her way, I'd go my way, back to our own houses. And I'd be like, am I overthinking this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Evidently it was, because she absolutely doted on me, and I don't blame her, because I'm a catch.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Good looking guy.
So, but those kind of things, this is exactly why I'm bringing this subject up today, is because it does have that massive effect on you. But I never told her about it.
And what do we always say, Vish?
Talk about it.
Correct.
So, but being 23 when I started dating this girl, I never told her about it. And I haven't to this day, actually. I don't need to now.
Yeah.
But I always used to feel just a little bit insecure, because I'm like, someone's going to take her away because they look better than I do. If I told her that, she probably would have reassured me, you know? And, but with this is where the things really, they kind of fuck things up a bit, because you become not possessive as such, because you just want to know everything that's going on. So you message them.
Obsessive rather than possessive.
Yeah. You start, oh, what you up to?
Yeah.
Oh, are you on the phone? Oh, who are you talking to?
Yeah. Oh, did anybody text you today? You had a conversation?
Right. All those things. And they're questions that I don't even dream about asking now.
Yeah.
I always believe, I'm a big believer, if the person's going to tell you, they're going to tell you anyway.
Yeah.
If there's trust there.
Yeah.
If there isn't, end it.
End it. Yeah.
That's it.
Correct.
Trust is a big thing in relationships. And I think that stayed with me for quite a bit of time, even the relationship after, and it kind of did. Now I just don't give a shit. I'm a big believer of whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen.
Yeah.
You can't control any outcome.
Yeah.
And these things also roll into your marriages as well. But mine wasn't more of, I don't think it was more about trust. It was more of, I don't know what's going on in her head.
Yeah. Okay.
But I never brought that up.
Yeah. So you're second guessing everything.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't need to be second guessed.
There's a part of me which was afraid, and I didn't ask because I didn't want to be the reason why she feels like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because if you ask the wrong question, she'll be like, it's your fault. Why'd you ask me that for? It's because I care.
Yeah. No, it's not. You didn't just piss me off.
Right.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
Yeah.
And when you're when you're with someone who's red-blooded anyway, it's even harder.
Yeah.
So the implications of not being able to ask a question does bear a massive burden on you, because you still have those thoughts. And you still, I was thinking about day in, day out about, is she okay? You know, I know she's upset about something. Was it me?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do really, really wish I spoke about it more. And the purpose of raising this is because it's a fucking issue in relationship. It breaks relationships.
Yeah.
To now be in a position to say, I can say it now, I'm single. Yeah, whatever. Maybe when I'm in a relationship again, will it happen? I would say 100%, I would actually turn around and say, what the fuck's wrong?
Yeah.
What's going on? To myself as well as the
Yeah.
other person, and actually be open about it. And I would love for other people to just take that little bit of confidence just to be able to ask that question, because it can be scary sometimes.
Yeah. I think it's more the fear of what's the answer's going to be. And you think, oh, fuck, I want to pull this plaster off and I don't know what's going to be underneath.
Yeah.
But it needs to be pulled off. You need to, I mean, I'm shit at it and I'm hands up the fucking worst. I don't have those conversations and I'm still trying to change my mindset to have those. And again, yeah, it's the fear of, am I going to piss them off by asking it, or am I going to be fucking afraid of what I discover when I ask it?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it's key to everything. You have to have those conversations.
I think transparency plays a big part.
Yeah.
You know, what's on your mind, you need to say it, because the thing is, there's nothing worse than second guessing either person or yourself, or letting them be second guessing us, because that causes enough friction. As it is.
Course, yeah, and you again, you're second guessing and you sort of stepping on eggshells when you're trying to get to the point of the conversation. And by the time you get to the point of the conversation, you fucking forgot what it was, and you kind of like,
or it's worsened.
Yeah, or you've made it 10 times worse by being clumsy around it. Just come out with it, and
The thing is, as you know, the whole thing about like women are emotional, men are logical. I don't believe that.
No, not in our house.
I don't believe that at all. I think we're both equally the same, but we're, as men, a bit shitter at saying what we need to say. I think women are a lot more direct, and I've found in my experience that they're quite good at going for the jugular.
Yeah.
Say it straight to the point. You know, oh, that fucking hurt. Whereas we pit a patter around it.
Yeah.
Some, not all. I'm not saying all of us are the same. I'm not saying all women are the same.
It's almost like you're plucking up the courage to actually get to the point, because you're kind of like, oh, I need to get to here, but how do I get there?
Yeah, without like
killing go 3 miles around the houses to get to it. Yeah.
I mean, have you ever had that experience with, like, I know obviously you're happily married now, you've got an awesome wife, where you've actually had to think, can I say this, or do I say this?
I still do it now.
Yeah.
I still do it now. I mean, we went out the other week. You met Jen for the first time.
Yeah,
she's awesome. I don't tell her enough. I've said it in here loads, but I don't tell her enough. But she's the reason why I am where I am today, you know, and without her pushing me and doing things and making me do stuff and saying, you know, fucking go and do it and just get it done. That's where I am, and that's the kind of person she is. But yeah, fucking hell. I'll sit there, mate, and I'm like, I need to have this conversation. I don't really want to have it. You know what I mean? It's like, and yeah. And she
was
knows.
a question, though, right?
Knows. She knows when I'm trying to say something. So we just
get to the point.
Yeah, just
get to the
stop
point.
fucking about.
See, money's one of the questions or one of the subjects that comes up a lot,
mate. Yeah. It's you want to say something and you want to sort of, oh, well, look, this is where we are. Can we just not do that? And you kind of like, if I say that, I'm gonna be, well, fucking hell. Well, why can't I? Why are you?
Yeah. You spend it on this.
Yeah,
you spend it on me.
That.
Yeah. So I remember with my ex-wife, she used to do this thing where she'd budget, and majority of the outgoings were from me.
Yeah.
I own the house, I own the Sky, I own pretty much everything you think of. But when she started budgeting, I was like, I feel weird because I'm doing all the spending.
Yeah.
And I know when you're married, you become one, right?
Yeah.
It just never felt like that for me. It was very much like I'm paying for everything, but you're worrying about me paying for everything, but you're not paying for anything.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Yeah.
Now that was a bit difficult for me to get. And also there was a lot of the times where in the relationship, the house was mine. It is mine. And it was there before the relationship started.
Yeah.
But then she'd always say our house. And that used to wind me up a little bit. And I don't know, I think our listeners will probably like pick up on this a bit as well. Where do you draw the line? I mean, it was our house. We lived together.
Yeah.
But it was my house.
Yeah.
How do I say that without sounding like an absolute wanker?
Yeah, mate. I'm with you. 100%. I'm with you. Not now. Married to Jen, we've got 2 kids. We've got a beautiful house. We've done really well for ourselves. But it's been a fucking slog. But yeah, when we first got together, it was kind of like, right, this is my pot of money. This is your pot of money. Right, keep them 2 separate. But no, you don't. This is where you come together and make yourself stronger, and you do it. Conversely, in a previous relationship, it was like I'd put fucking everything in. I'd had a decent amount of inheritance from my dad passing away, and all that went in. And then when we went our separate ways, I didn't see any of it. And he kind of like, hang the fuck on. So I get that. I get that, well, this is mine. I've paid for this. I've bought this. But then does that come with, like now, it's like, this is our house. This is our pot of money. This is our things. No matter who's bought them, they're ours.
Yeah.
But I think is that a sign of the strength of the relationship? Whereas before, when it's, this is mine, that's yours. Because in the back of your head, you're thinking, this is fucking going nowhere. We're getting out of here, so this is mine. Keep your fucking hands off.
Agreed.
Is that you know what I mean? Is that you get defensive when you can think, well, in 6 months' time, we might not be together.
It might not be ours.
Yeah.
I think that's a scary thing, and I think that wasn't always in my head. It was never in my head, actually. It was just because those I worked hard to get, like the house, the business, my car, whatever. I worked really hard to get, and for then someone to come in and say, who's probably just been in the house a year, okay, this is mine as well. I think now I found that bit difficult because the way I see it, if I want to be with someone, I want to do all this together. I want to buy a house together. I want our foundation to be together.
Yeah.
I also agree. She weren't wrong in saying that it's my house as well if I'm living here. And I would never say to her, actually, no, it's not your house.
Get out my house.
Yeah, it would, until the divorce. But there was never any of that. Even after the divorce, I was like, you stay there as long as you want.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go to my parents, you know, as long as you need, whatever. But that was really difficult for me because I think it was just the way the message was portrayed to me. It was like, this isn't your house. It's our house.
Yeah.
It's mine just as much as yours. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not being involved in this decision-making process. You need to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Together. Yeah.
And it happened a lot. And that, I think that kind of got stuck in my head. But I also, and this is why I'm actually raising this, is because I didn't say it. You know, I didn't say it. I go, look, you need to understand it this way. I just shut my mouth. Yeah. And that put a massive wedge in it. I think if I sat down and explained it, the conversation would have gone probably a lot better than I thought. Yeah. And it's the same with anything that you have concerns about. You got to air them. Yeah. You got to communicate them.
Yeah. But like you and I said a couple of episodes ago, it's sometimes the shit things have to be said, but it's the way that you put them makes it a little bit
articulation.
More, yes, easy to swallow.
Extremely key.
Yeah.
And it's the same even in dating. I think a lot of people when they date as well, they get verbal diarrhea. Excited.
Apparently, mate, like I said, I've been with Jen for 16 years, married for 10 of those. We do date. We went out for brunch this morning. Not as much as we'd like to, not as much as I'd like to, but we've got other stuff going on with the kids and the charity and everything else. So a lot of that's on me. So I'll put my hands up and take responsibility for that. However, my knowledge of the dating game is fucking nil at this point, mate. I'm from the era where you went to the pub and you saw somebody you fancied across the bar. You had to pluck up the courage to go over and say hello, or send your mate over and go, my mate fancies you. You know what I mean? I'm not in the swipe left and right fucking brigade. And
see, I've had to succumb to that.
Oh man, I couldn't do it.
So it's hard. It's really, really hard. Now, I get judged, and I know I do, and I'm okay with that because we are in a world where when you look at things on Instagram and Facebook or whatever, it's all fucking modified by filters and shit. Yeah. People are a lot prettier than... I don't use filters.
Don't even use filters, mate.
Bollocks. Don't give a shit. If no one likes me by the way I look, that's up to them.
Correct.
Get to know me, you fall in love. It's just... I like to think I'm pretty decent. I've got good morals. You know, I'm a decent guy. Doing all right. Yeah. And if people don't want to get to that point of getting to know me, I don't have time for that.
They're not worth it.
But the thing is, a lot of people do use dating apps, but it fucking breaks them.
Mate, it's a minefield. Absolutely.
It is.
But it's the whole catfish thing. Is this who I'm really talking to? Do you know what I mean? They look like this. Yeah. And like you say, I know the looks aren't everything. No. But when you're doing it from behind a screen
that's all you got.
That's all you've got. Yeah. That is your only focus. So that attraction is going to be the physical one before anything else. And fuck that.
It's hard.
Mate, I'd rather be I said that to Jan. I said, if we ever split up, I'm staying single.
You're never going to split up though.
No, never going to
split up. Because you guys are fucking awesome
mate,
together.
Honestly, going back to it, the money thing, you know, in previous relationships, it was very much a this is mine, this is yours. I'd give the last penny now, and you know, I'd go without for everybody else. It doesn't bother me. And that's one of the things that you realize. And then I think when you get to that point in a relationship, you think, you know what? I don't need anything because I've got everything here.
Yeah.
And that's where I am.
What you need is right in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, if we ever did split up, just a caveat, I'm fucking staying single because I can't be dealing with that. No way. Hell no.
Dating game is a hard game.
Nah.
But the thing is now it's so different. I'm from the same era you are. You know, that's how I'd met and dated in the past.
Yeah.
You'd meet someone or or someone would be like, oh, that person wants your number or whatever, vice versa. Yeah. Or I want their number.
I make things you're fit.
Yeah. All that kind of shit. But I miss that.
Yeah.
I really miss that. And the thing is, the older I've gotten, my confidence level has soared. Yeah. I mean, I'm in a really, really good place in all aspects. I'm so fucking happy. It's unbelievable. People can read that.
Of course they can. Yeah.
They can read that and they can feel that. And that's when you become more attractive.
Yeah. And that's why when you're in a relationship, when you're happy, you get more attention. And you're like, no, we're still this for the last 6 months. Yeah.
I don't right.
Yeah.
So, and that's factual because I remember being in a relationship and I had interest from other people.
Yeah.
I won't say which relationship, but I did. And I just bat it off. Don't give a shit. Yeah. I'm a one woman man.
Correct.
And that's how it should be. But unfortunately, there are people out there that don't really do that.
That ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah.
It's always the same. Somebody will ruin it for somebody else. But yeah.
But the dating game now, I think it has real bad implications. I mean, the filters are for one, and secondly, when people are ghosted, this goes back to the conversation I had with Will, right?
Yeah.
So ghosting is fucking awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful.
You just sit there questioning, what did I say? What did I do?
What did I do?
What have I done?
Yeah. And also, a lot of it is down to aesthetics, where you think, am I fucking ugly?
Yeah. Yeah. Did I come across as a dick? Did I, you know what I mean? What have I done to upset you? What?
When you have to second guess or question yourself, that's not a good place to be in. No. Especially if you're already feeling like shit. If you've just had a messy divorce, a messy breakup, messy relationship, been abused, all those kind of things, and then that happens.
If you're already dealing with some shit and you're trying to navigate that on top of this, not good.
It ain't. I mean, I know it's horrible, but a good friend of mine a few years back passed away. Well, took his own life. Yeah. Because his main focus was, he come out of a relationship, main focus was see what's on social media. And that was, it was, oh shit, that person's got this
why haven't I got that?
Why haven't I got that? Yeah. And I know that played a big part in his life. And it happens a lot. And he's not the only person that it's had to happen to, but we've got to remember that we are worth way more than what we see on those fucking screens.
Yeah. It's got there's such blame to put on the social media age that we're in. Like you say, you've got to have the perfect car, you've got to have the perfect house, you've got to have really expensive holidays, you've got to have everything, keep up with the Joneses. And like you say, if you're not able to do that, if you can't afford that, then right, what can I do to get that? I need to be able to get, right, I'm going to get a credit card and I'll pile the debt on there. And then all of a sudden that starts creeping up and you're like, oh, fuck. Are you chasing money, potting money to keep up this persona that you don't need to have? You know, if somebody's going to love you, they are going to love you for who you are. Because if you put on that front and you put on that bullshit face, that's going to fall off at some point. Yeah. And they're going to go, oh, what a dickhead. Or they won't. And they'll see you as, do you know what? You should have taken that off a long time ago because I like you more now. But again, it's that thing in the back of your head. This is what I need to do. This is the image that I need to portray. And
also, you need to be authentically yourself.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And, you know, you always get caught out. Truth always comes out. And it's the same in the dating game as well. As if you're going to piss someone around, you're going to get caught out.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm always very dedicated to the person I'm with, and commitment and communication.
Same things all the time. We just come back to the same thing. Just talk about it.
Yeah, communication is fucking crazy because, like, you know, you don't want to be with someone who just goes to you, doesn't talk to you, or all of a sudden, like, I'm busy now. When a couple of weeks ago when we first started dating, you had time to talk to me.
Yeah,
consistency, communication, all those things.
And I think as much as you want the good communication, you want the nice things to be said, you want the compliments, you want, you know, you need to be able to have the shit bits.
Yeah,
it's the balancing act, isn't it? So you have to be prepared to give and receive both, because otherwise it's not going to work.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you've done something wrong and you get the silent treatment, you're never gonna fucking know.
No, just fucking tell me.
Yeah, be straight up. Please, just what the
Please
fuck have I
tell
done,
me.
man?
Yeah.
I can't do the silent treatment. I could when I was younger because I was too scared to say shit.
Yeah.
But now I'm very much like, you fucked up.
Yeah. We're having this out.
you fucked up. This conversation's happening, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And you have to be so fucking transparent. And we laugh about this now because we've experienced it, right?
Yeah.
Where we were just thought, I'm just not gonna say shit.
Yeah.
Say
Just
shit.
can't be quiet.
Then what happens?
It'll go away.
Fucking grows and grows
Yeah.
and ends up being something that's way more than actually was initially.
And then you get there. And what pisses me off most is you didn't even say anything back. Oh, okay.
It's true.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think there's a whole bit of protection on ourselves there. We don't want to say anything back because we know the first person who's going to get this shit is me.
Yeah, it's the managing the situation to self-preservation a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll take this bollocking because it'll be better than the bollocking I'm going to get if I do say something.
Yeah, but then there's also that thing is, I need to add to that. I've got to tell you something else which is going to piss you off.
Yeah, this is really going to tip me over the edge.
But I'm not going to say it now.
Today's not the day.
Yeah, I'll wait until the next time, right?
Yeah.
But I think you just got to be completely fucking open, man. You just got to say it all. You're gonna get shit anyway.
Yeah,
just fucking say
in
it.
for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah.
Let's have it. Yeah,
and the whole falsifying who you are as well to someone and saying, "Oh yeah, I got this much money, I got that." What the fuck happens when you like propose or months down the line when you're actually in a serious relationship and she's like, "You can't even afford fucking gum."
Mate, I'll tell you a funny story. When Jen and I first got together,
Go on.
I'd come out of my marriage with my ex-wife. I was living in my mate's lad's room, sleeping on a bunk bed for their kids. All right, so I'm not the shortest bloke, I'm not tall, but I was cramped onto a little cabin bed. I've been there for a couple of months, and they were good as gold. They looked after me. I'll call them my adopted mum and dad. So met Jen. Plucked up the courage to send her a Facebook message to ask her out for a drink. Right?
Nice.
Rocked up, and she'll tell you this. I rocked up in some clothes that I'd had for years because everything had gone in the divorce and the breakdown of the last relationship. And we were keeping it secret from people at work because they knew both of us. So we were trying to keep it under wraps, and we'd sneak off after work for a pint, bits and pieces. And I remember we were going into a pub one night, and I said, "No, I'll get these. I will buy the drinks. It's on me." I'm on my arse at this point. I've got fucking 0 pennies to my name, right? So in my pocket, I pull out a handful of change. So I'm trying to pay for drinks with like 10s, 20p's and 50p's. And she saw me, she must have felt sorry for me. I'll get these. So she leaned over and paid for these drinks. And then I was like, oh, fuck, now I feel like a right dickhead. Because, but here we are, 15 years
Did she know your
later.
situation though?
Yeah. Yeah.
See that you've been honest.
Yeah.
And people appreciate honesty.
Yeah.
I would rather someone was honest with me than me find that shit later.
Yeah. Yeah, I could have gone in and mate and blagged it. Yeah, I'll get these.
Yeah. Then what are you going to do when if your card declines?
What are you going to do for the second round? Because you fucked after the first one.
Right. But you're better off just being straight up from the start.
Yeah.
It saves you from looking like a dick. And what ends up happening is you get a bad rep.
Yeah.
You get a bad rep.
Imagine go back to saying to a girl, mate, what a dickhead.
She ain't going to buy you a fucking drink.
Don't bother going to me. You can't afford to get your glass of water. No.
But there is that fear though, isn't it? And I think this goes back to men being men.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We feel it's our duty, right?
Yeah.
But
We provide. Well, that's our job.
Yeah. But I know a lot of women don't see it that way now.
No.
Which does alleviate a lot of the pressure from us. It takes a lot off. But we still have that feeling.
It does, but then at the same time, does it, going back to the stigma and the sort of image that we have been told over years to project.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, well, why are you doing that? Why are you taking that away from me? Because I'm the man, I need to do this. But now you're taking that away from me by opening the door for me, or you're paying for my drinks, or we're going halves on food. And you're like, no. But it's not. It's part of being a grown-up.
Yeah.
Welcome to the adult world, Yeah.
And I think that's key. So I struggle a lot with the whole, okay, you get this round, then I'll get the next one. It's either me or no one.
Yeah.
But I'm slowly adjusting because I also realize that I got shit to pay for.
Yeah.
And if I pay for everything, I got nothing to pay for myself.
Yeah.
And that scares me sometimes as well because that is my individuality. That's my manly part.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just got to be like, that's fine. I went on a date
yeah.
not long ago, and the first thing she said, "I'm getting these," and I went, "All right then." felt like shit.
Oh,
I felt like shit. I was like, fuck, man. I just felt my penis invert, and it just didn't feel right. It was just. But then I thought, actually, it's not a bad thing.
no.
It's not, because I bought the next round. We had a great time.
Yeah.
And I didn't. My initial thought would be like, okay, right, I'm not gonna feel like a good enough of a man if I let her pay.
Yeah. But then going back to what we started this conversation around, so that date evolves into a relationship, evolves into something more serious.
Yes.
When you get to that point, you're perfectly acceptable of putting everything together and splitting things 50-50. So why is the difference between A to B? Is it just the impression thing? Is it the image thing?
I think it's more, for me, it's more of a solidification of the relationship.
Yeah.
Like, B is we're at it. We're there
that's
now.
it. We've
We're
nailed
there now.
it. Completed it, mate. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's in my head. That's probably what it would be. I think whatever I go into next is going to be a lot more open.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you learn your lessons and you build calluses and you know how to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
Those kind of things are really important. And I think we never stop learning.
No.
We never stop learning. And I think when you're younger, you just assume you know everything. When you're our age, we know we don't.
Yeah. Man, we're still learning, mate. We got a long way to go before we know a quarter of what we think we know.
Yeah. And like, you learn things about Jen every day, right?
Yeah.
I learn things about my fake girlfriend. But it's
yeah.
I love learning about like in winter. I like learning about them. I like learning new things about them, like their interests, But I also want to get involved, and that's another thing as well. Getting involved in their hobbies and vice versa.
Yeah.
I used to do quite a lot of stuff, and I never felt that it was reciprocated. Like I never felt that she'd want to get involved, and that used to upset me a bit.
Yeah.
But I never used to say, I'm like, okay, if you don't want to come, you don't want to come. But really, I'm thinking, why don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I want you to come. I want you to be part of it. This is us. This is
when it was the other way around. I'd be like, I'll be there in a shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes when her family used to see it, that I would get involved, but it weren't the other way around.
Yeah.
And that was hard. And again, that's a knock on your confidence as well. As I'm just clearly not good enough for you, or you're just not
or you
interested.
Find me boring. What I do is boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think those kind of things do add up. But now I know if I'm with someone and I don't get that feeling back, I'm going to raise it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you want me to do that, then you've kind of got to do it's a two-way street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Or at least give me the reason why.
Yeah.
Why you don't want to do that, and then I can give you the same reason if I don't want to do it, and then we. Yeah.
And the thing is, you don't have to do everything together.
No.
And
time apart is good.
Yeah.
Time apart. I mean, Jen's been away for the last. So this will be out. This is going to confuse my head now. We're recording on a Wednesday. It's going to be out in a fortnight's time. So a fortnight ago, Jen had gone away for the weekend shopping with mum and sister, Christmas shopping. So it was like, oh, wow, okay, shit, the kids.
Oh yeah,
the
kids got responsibilities.
Like, shit, sad. But it was like, do you know what? She had a great weekend away with mum and dad. We had a good weekend with the kids. We enjoyed it. We had some fun. But it's like, actually got to Monday. It's like, fuck, I miss having her around. As much as we moan about each other being under each other's feet, I miss her being around. And like Monday afternoon, she came back. It's like, he's back.
Hi. You can go now.
Yeah. But time apart, and you have to have those separate things because if you're in each other's pockets all the time,
it's not good.
Fuck, nah,
Suffocation.
Because you can't talk about stuff. I'm not saying you go out and you bitch about stuff, but you can go out with your mates and you can vent off a little bit. Fuck me, this has pissed me off. That you might not want to say to the other half. If they're around all the time, you ain't getting that out. So at some point, they're going to get it.
And also, if you're doing everything together, what else are you going to talk about?
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, you remember yesterday I chatted to my mate, but I was with you.
Yeah. Mate, at one point, Jen and I were working together, travelling to work on the same shift pattern in the same car.
Wow.
And then they're like, you're at work all day, and you're like, fuck, what are we going to talk about? And that was not good. And we had to make a real sort of effort to leave work at work and forget about it.
But that's hard.
Yeah, it was hard.
That's hard.
And I'm not a morning person, where Jen is. So we get in the car on the way to work. I've not had a coffee, and I'm like, just don't fucking talk to me. I just want to get to work.
Shut the fuck up.
And Jen's like, well, sir. And I'm like, we laugh about it now. But yeah, I'm still not a morning person. But yeah, that was hard.
But you learn that about each other.
Yeah,
didn't
but
you?
that's part of the journey, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's how you navigate through stuff, and you kind of think, okay,
yeah.
But then you have to tolerate a little bit. So you have to understand that Jen was wide awake, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I was not. I was still in a fucking coma. But you have to have that balance of...
Of course you do.
Yeah, you have a little bit of time and just leave me a little bit of time to be quiet. Yeah.
See, I'm an anytime kind of person.
I know.
I'll wake up and I'm like,
I
this.
know.
Even in the evenings, like I know I need to wind down, and that's I will be honest, I struggle with winding down because I've always got things I'm thinking about or wanting to do, and it's not like I don't go to sleep thinking about shit. It's just because I just want to do something. And I think since coming out of hospital, that's been like I've got more energy.
Yeah.
You know, way more energy,
Yeah.
and sometimes too much energy, but that's a good thing to have. But I mean, I know if I meet someone now, they're not gonna have to adjust too much. The only thing is like I've moved in with my parents pretty much, and I look after them, and I know that's a big deal breaker for a lot of people, which is cool. You know, if that's not what they want, that's not what they want. You know, not everybody wants to move in with someone.
Straight in with the in-laws.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I know some people that are like, what you're doing is amazing,
and that's it. That's what they need to see, the care and the kindness side.
Because that does roll into my relationships as well. You know, because what I do like to think I give out a lot of love, and I do like to think that I've got a good heart to be able to look after someone else. Like if I do meet someone, I know for a fact I'm going to be 150,000% in that relationship.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm going to take any attention away from my parents. They still get that.
Yeah.
But I'll just balance it.
Yeah.
And I need to have a person who understands that as much as I want to prioritize them all the time, I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it takes it's hard to find that kind of person.
Yeah. Especially when, like you say, it's all new and all the attention has to be on the relationship and this. But but again, that honest and open conversation at the start. This is me. This is what I do. This is my situation.
You know, when I did online dating, right? That was some of the conversation. Have you got your own house? Yes. Oh, okay. Do you live by yourself? No, actually, my house is on rent. I actually live with my parents. So, ghost. That's the kind of shit I get.
Yeah.
So, and it's all right. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
You know, because I'd rather know then
than find out.
Yeah.
However many months down the line.
And that's what I mean by, I think growth is a key thing with confidence and how you feel about yourself. I'm 100% like certain with who I am now.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's not an overnight thing. And anyone who thinks that they can just wake up the next morning feeling confident,
no,
you will be surprised.
Yeah. Mate, I thought I was until the other week when everything kicked off and it all went south. Yeah. That really knocked me. And I was kind of like, oh, fuck. But yeah.
But that was by surprise.
A complete surprise, yeah. So but it was kind of like, oh, I should be able to deal with this. Why I'm not dealing with it? And then you start those questions. But yeah.
But you did deal with it.
Well, yeah. But if that was 21-year-old Dan, fucking yeah, smash that, mate, don't worry about it. And then think, oh, what am I doing? But it is something you learn. It is something you have to sort of adapt to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And this is what we were talking about Tom with on the last episode, which was, you know, you can laugh it off and do all that kind of shit, but you have to deal with it. Yeah. You've got to deal with what's actually coming your way, because if you don't, eventually that's going to creep up on you.
Yeah. And that's why I wanted to touch on him in that episode where we talked about the breakdown of the relationship between him, his mum, and his dad, and him stuck in the middle. And then, I mean, you asked him the question straight out, you know, where does that leave you now? Where do you find yourself in relationships? Because that learned experience from childhood has a massive effect on how you are and how you present yourself in relationships when you're older. And it's like he said, you know, his parting words were, break the cycle. You know, you might have had a shit upbringing. You might have gone through all the shit that you went through, but there's no reason to take that out and start the cycle again with your family. This is what I had. I don't want you to go through that, so I'm going to do this. And we're going to make it as good as we can. Yeah, it might not be perfect, but we're going to be open and honest about stuff and not hide anything. And take it all out.
So this is also why I wear my heart on my sleeve now, because I've been through enough shit. To know that whoever I'm going to end up with, they're not going through that. Hell no. To be fair, I don't think I had to put anyone through shit. Maybe I did in my marriage. And that was probably down to the fact that I was in a real dark place and I did drink quite a bit. I think that obviously could have played a big part in it, but I know the love was there and I gave love. I was never out of line. And I think sometimes you do need to look at yourself. If things are going wrong, you know, you need to take ownership.
Yes. It's not always everybody outside that's causing it. No. And if the same thing happened over and over again,
there's a pattern.
You've got to think there's a key pony here that I'm not looking at.
The thing is, you've also, and I've said this on quite a few episodes, if you're going to be with someone or even with a group of people, they have to be your cheerleaders. They have to be the people that actually bring you up, not bring you down.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
support you, be there for you, turn up when it's needed.
Yeah. But also keep you grounded and not let you become a dickhead and think you're overconfident and everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, mate. All right. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the people you need around. Like you say, those ones that are just constantly dragging you down aren't the people to be around with. And those that aren't able to tell you you're being a dickhead, you don't need those around.
You don't need them. That's why there's a lot of deleted people from my Facebook.
Yeah.
And my Instagram and even my phone.
Yeah.
I don't need them.
Nope. But again, and it's only something that you learn.
I'm 43 now. It's taken me that long.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'm 2 years further down the road than you. Theo was telling me what we had the conversation about yesterday. Going for his first beer. And I said, one of my goals is to get to base camp of Everest. Right? I'm not going to climb Everest. Let's look at Canberra. But I want to go to Nepal. I want to go to the base camp. I want to be able to see that, right? So I said to him, we were in the car yesterday. I said, right, mate. I said, when you're 18, we will go. It's on my tip list. Me and you will go to Everest. Because he was talking about climbing and stuff. And he went, you'll be well old. He said, and then Rave chimes in, my daughter chimes in with, oh, Daddy, you're not going to be able to walk to 5,000 feet when you're nearly 60. Which cued a load of laughing in the car. I was like, right, okay, let's see where we are. Yeah, all right.
Kids will tell you the truth.
Mate, they don't mess
Zero
around.
filter.
But then we go from that. We have the zero filter thing when we're young. And you put that shield up around you and stop that for a period of time.
Yeah.
And it's just unlocking it again when you get to a point you think, actually, I can be more open. I can be able to talk more and say things as they come out of my mouth and not worry about it.
I think a lot of it, and this is probably going to hit a couple of nerves, but I'd rather be truthful about what I feel. And I think that a lot of the culture that we have in this country now is very much about being careful about what you say.
Yeah.
But not articulating it.
Yeah.
And I think you can say things without insulting people if you just say it the right way. And we've become almost like too sensitive to a lot of stuff that is being said. There'll be stuff that you can say to your best mate and you laugh it off. But if you're having a serious conversation, those exact words in a different tone are taken differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
The society has now become just extremely sensitive over the littlest things, and I'm sure most people will agree.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people won't, but it's evident. You can see it.
Yeah. And we're at a point where we're that sensitive, everything can be misconstrued and read into, and you kind of like, I didn't say that, but then, okay, yeah, maybe I did. No, I didn't. That's not what I meant.
That's when you're branded as something.
Yeah, yeah. And going back to you'd rather tell people how you feel. You're only kidding yourself if you don't, because you can hide it and hide it and hide it until at some point you can't hide it anymore. That person's already seen through you and knows what you're thinking. They're just waiting for you to say it. Yeah.
I've got a friend, one of my friends. He will suss me out in an instant. I could just say like one word, he'd be like, "What the fuck's wrong?"
Yeah.
Dips, if you're listening, you will be listening. He knows it's him. He susses me out like an instant. Doesn't even think twice. And he's been good mate. Him and my brother through the roughest times have been there. Yeah. So, I'll never forget that. And when you have people like that who can call you out, you need them.
You need it. Like I say, as much as you have people that give you the boost that you need those people around you to go, something's not right, or you've been acting like a bit of a dickhead. Just what's going on?
There's a guy called Jay Shetty. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Jay Shetty.
Jay Shetty. He's an American. No, he's British. British, moved to America. He's a motivational speaker.
Okay.
He's very good. Very, very good. And he says, if you've got someone who will call you at random times, just ask how you are. Keep them.
Yeah.
If they're calling you for no reason at all, they don't want anything, keep them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. Someone's just checking in.
Yeah.
And they're the genuine people that don't phone up and say, actually, I got an oil leak. Can you fix it for me? Well, I thought you were asking to see how it was. I've got friends that I don't speak to for months, years, but I know if I spoke to them, it's like I spoke to them yesterday.
Yeah.
They're the real friends. And this is what I mean by dating and relationships and all forms of relationships.
Yeah, any kind of link that you have with somebody else, it's all the same.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
You have to be open, honest, transparent. from the word go. And those people that are succeed and you get on well, good friendships, good relationship, whatever it is, those that aren't, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
And also you waste energy, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, mate, I'm too old. Like I say, I'm too old for that shit, and that's why I'm gonna stay single. If everything ever happens to Jen and I'm staying single. That's it. Nah. I'm too tired now.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in hospital there, the nurse used to say to me, they're like, why are you smiling all the time? I'm like, because I fucking want it, man. I'm on the road to recovery. And like you kind of, that's when I started really realizing what relationships are key to me and what are not. Having people come into the hospital to see me, because even if I said no, they fucking turned up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's what was making me smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only people that I didn't want in the hospital at all was my parents. And that's where the FaceTime came in.
Yeah.
You know, that was the only two people I was like, don't come into the hospital because I don't want you getting ill. And my sister.
That's you. That's Vish. That's
Yeah.
You're not thinking of yourself. Because anybody else, I want my parents to come and see me. I'm fucking poorly. You know what I mean? I'm struggling here. Now you stay at home because I'm caring about you. You're still caring about others while you're going through that shit.
Yeah, you have to, man. The world doesn't stop just because you do.
No.
You know?
As much as you have to juggle everything, and then we have this conversation with Jen in the house about how much I'm doing, how much work's going on, how much charity stuff's going on. Yeah, and she's like, yeah, but what if you didn't do it? And then kind of like, oh yeah, I see your point. So yeah, you have to do that. You have to just balance things and just take that step back sometimes.
Yeah.
And
And it's okay being hard on yourself as well. And there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, self-criticism and self-praise. We don't do either enough.
Yeah.
We don't like criticizing ourselves, and we don't give ourselves.
We don't like anyone else criticizing us
No.
either.
No,
No.
no. A lot of the conversation we have with Taylor outside.
Yeah.
You know, self-praise. You've done this.
Yeah.
In such a good way for such a long time. Recognize it.
Yep.
Put a little bit of kudos on yourself.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
And to have other people say that to you as well feels great.
Yeah.
It feels great.
Yeah, so you are great, mate, if you're listening. I know you're listening because you're going to be editing it.
You're going to be editing the shit of it. We could bitch about him and he'll know. Damn it.
Depends if my hands are doing it.
But you know, it's like, I dance salsa.
Yeah.
Like every Monday. And the people that I dance with, I believe in encouragement. If someone needs encouraging or someone needs a little bit of advice and you know you're in a position to give it, do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, whether that's friendship, somebody you meet in the dance class, or a relationship.
Yeah.
Just be there. Just
be there.
Do it. Say it.
The amount of... this sounds really big-headed and I don't mean to be, but I'm really proud that I can do that for other people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in a really good position to be able to say to people, come on, you can do it.
Yeah.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Anyone can do it.
Mate, that's my usual go-to. If I can fucking do it, you can do it.
Right? You just have to think about where you've been and the process you've been through. I wish I could teach the shit that I had to go through.
Yeah.
I really do, because to build the strength mentally is one of the hardest things you can do.
Yeah.
Especially when you rely on yourself.
Yeah.
I don't rely on anybody. Never.
Yeah. Because you know it's going to get done if you do it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember when I came back from hospital, I had to, I didn't have a choice, but to rely on mum and dad and my sister. Because I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
I hated that.
Yeah.
And that moment I had a little bit of strength to stop that. I did.
Yeah. Is that control back again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want to be there for them.
Yeah.
They've done enough for me now. It's my turn.
Yeah.
It's my turn. And this is why I look after my parents. The best things ever. Again, another relationship which you've got to fucking nurture.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's why my energy levels dropped a lot when I was talking to Tom, because I've got such a great relationship with my parents, and that poor kid
difficult to put yourself in that position. Yeah.
And I really felt that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like you said, to be where he is, to having that conversation with us that he had on the podcast, you know, it took some balls, man.
It did.
Because that kid's been through, I mean, he's freaking 21.
No, he's not. He's 20.
20.
Yeah.
And he's gone through that, you know, wow. And you're here and you're able to talk about it and offer something back. So, yeah.
Good kid.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Good kid. People need to eat.
Yeah.
And I always say as well, no matter how old you are, you can learn off someone who's younger than you.
Absolutely. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
So well done for you, mate, because that was another surprise guest that you'd arranged. You'd only met with him 7 days and you got him on the podcast.
Yeah. It's fucking weird because I don't know what it was. I just felt like he needed to talk, and he did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It was good.
Sometimes you just got to make quick judgments, and that was a good one.
That's why you are the creative director.
That title.
It's coming with you everywhere.
Mate, that was a really nice, simple episode.
Yeah,
it was.
I think so. I mean,
we kind of didn't know what we were going to talk about.
No, just wing it again. But yeah, it just opens up, doesn't it? And
It does.
Again, it's the shared thing. It's the talking about stuff.
But I think the beauty of talking about relationships is it's so interchangeable. And it's not just specified with dating. It's not just specified with marriage. No. It's just overall.
Everything, you can fit everything into it as long as you look at it the right way. And you can adapt everything to fit everything else.
Yeah. It's like a heart with loads of different valves, right?
Yeah. Nice.
Arteries, yeah.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah, nice analogy.
You can have that.
Yeah.
Put it on a t-shirt.
I made that up, actually. I made that up. But no, that's just... I love conversations where I know that something good can come out of it, and this one has.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Massively.
Will. How is the podcast doing?
Mate, podcast doing really well. I selfishly looked at the numbers last week when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
And we're now over 5,000 listens. Up since the Vish effect has happened.
I don't want to take credit for that. No,
1,000.
That was us. That was us.
TikTok's doing really well. The clips are going really well on TikTok.
I can see. I've been watching.
The views are going through the roof. So yeah, we're going in the right direction. Yeah,
mate.
And we had some news earlier. We might increase our podcastability again in the new year. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
But yeah, no, everything's going good. Everything's going good. Which is why I haven't got a love spuds this week.
No. I think I'm out of love spuds.
It's getting towards Christmas. I'm probably in a festive spirit, so I've run out of grumpiness.
Are you slowing down at work?
My bollocks.
Actually, not in your industry. That would never happen.
No, man. No,
that would never happen.
I joke. I keep telling people I got missold PPI when I took the new role I'm now doing. It's not what they told me. And we put the curse on it a fortnight ago, saying, "Oh, this is the pre-Christmas lull." I have not been as busy ever as I am currently. Which is why we're recording on a Wednesday.
Yes, you were.
Because Tuesday went out the window. Thursday will be another long day. And a couple of days. Next week will be a long day. But then I've got a break over Christmas. So, yeah, it's busy, but yeah.
It's going to be fun, though.
Yeah, I can't make it.
I think sometimes it's
kids,
good.
Man. It's that whole smiley face thing.
Christmas isn't for us, mate. It's
no,
for kids.
No, I haven't asked Jen for anything for Christmas because I don't know what I wanted for Christmas because we're an adult. If you want stuff, you buy it throughout the year.
We've already pretty got it, right?
So I'm like,
Lego.
All that happens for me, mate. I'm happy to sit there and watch the kids open their toys and play toys and later on.
That says a lot about you as well.
I love it. Yeah. I get more enjoyment out of the kids having fun. I mean, they'll come to me and we'll build Lego or we'll do something together. We'll play games together. I love it.
I want to tell you something. So my sister-in-law put a video on Instagram of, and this is how we are actually in a world where we want things that we see as we get older, and as we get older, we get more greedy, right?
Yeah.
My nephews, they had, when you get a box or something, and it's usually got polystyrene pieces. Let's say it's a cupboard.
Yeah.
And it's got polystyrene to protect in between each wooden slat, whatever. These kids are in the hallway, and they're doing, they're having the best time in the world. They're just smashing these pieces of polystyrene up. That's all they're doing, and they're screaming, they're getting excited, and also it was amazing. It was just amazing to watch.
Yeah,
and just the simplicity of that, because A, they're having fun making a mess, and B, they're doing it together.
Yeah,
and sibling love is just seeing that, and when you see kids that excited,
they are too can be at each other's throats. They'll be shouting at each other, pushing each other, whatever.
Yeah,
making each other cry. But then they'll have a cardboard box that they can draw on and make into something, and the imagination runs wild. And then they pull each other around the kitchen and having a whale of time. And you're like, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And it is. And it's all forgotten about, isn't it? All the argument, it gets forgotten about.
Kids, yeah. 5 minutes is all they need.
Yeah.
But we call the youngest one Chucky because he's nuts. He's absolutely nuts.
Rugrats Chucky or
no.
Bride of Chucky.
Serial killer Chucky.
Child play Chucky. Rugrats. Showing my age.
Absolutely mad. But I love seeing them. I love seeing anyone happy, regardless of their age.
Yeah. It just I'm just getting soppy and old, I suppose. But it gives you that warm feeling, doesn't it? When somebody's enjoying themselves, and it sometimes it comes back. You get yourself a pat on the back if you've had some involvement in that to making them that happy. Then it's good.
I had a conversation with a neighbour today. I'll tell you this last thing. I had a conversation with a neighbor today, and it was about how we are a little bit selfish because we do things to make other people good because it ultimately makes us feel good, right?
Yeah.
But it's good selfish to be.
Yes.
I would if that calls me selfish, then I'll be selfish every
I'll take
day.
it all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we also need to remember, that we are in a place where we do need to hear good things. We do need to we need to feed off that shit.
And it's something that you might not take it straight away, but in a couple of months' time, if you're having a shit time with it, that's still in there. You can come back to that. And
revisit.
Go, actually, do you know what? I'm not such a dick. I can do this, and it gets you through something.
Yeah. Make one person smile a day.
Yes. Well, we said it on the last episode you and I did together.
Yeah.
Just give somebody 5 minutes. You can afford 5 minutes of your day
you can.
to anybody.
Of course you can.
Just give them 5 minutes.
And if it's longer than 5 minutes, so be it.
Yeah. But it's a start. It could be 5 minutes. They might not get anything from it and they take the fuck off. But it's 5 minutes. It's not come anything on at your day, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Man, that was a good episode.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Just got to drop one thing in. I've got to remember. Will's Christmas do at the weekend.
Ah, yes.
This will come out next Thursday. So the Christmas do is on Saturday at the church in Longford.
Yep.
St. Thomas's Church in Longford in Coventry. We'll be there. Last year was brilliant. Great night, family fun, bit of singing, bit of dancing, quiz, raffle.
What time is it starting? 4?
4 o'clock, I
4
believe.
o'clock,
Yes, 4 o'clock. We'll be there. Come along and see us. Everybody's welcome.
20th of December.
20th of December.
Yes, because you were like 20th or the 21st last time.
Whatever the Saturday is, it's that.
It's that, yeah. It's definitely the 20th.
Definitely the 20th.
I can't come, which I'm annoyed about, but it's Mum's
Mirage
birthday.
version 2.
Yeah, and no, I'm actually consistent. Mirage isn't. But no, Mirage will be there.
Mirage best be there. It's his due.
It's his due, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, I'm going to try and see if I can escape. It's Mum's birthday, and I never miss Mum's birthday.
No, and that's family first, mate. That's how it should be.
Absolutely, man.
100%.
Absolutely.
So yes, that's the only pod admin to do. Will, you are listening. Hopefully you're back by the time this one goes out. But if you're not, hope you're feeling better.
Yes, hope you will.
We'll get the piss out of you in person.
Yeah, you can do that on my behalf because I won't be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you might be there on the podcast next week. You've got to be on the podcast next week because we're doing the Christmas quiz.
We've got the quiz, yeah.
So we'll get back.
Yeah, hurry up.
Yeah.
Stop being a bitch.
Taylor's going to be quizmaster.
Yes, he is.
He is.
That's going to be fun.
Yes.
That's going to be fun. Because originally it was supposed to be me.
Yes.
That went a bit pear-shaped.
That went Pete Tong. Yes. So on that note, mate, thank you very much for this week.
Thank you.
Episode 62 in the bag.
Completed.
Yeah.
Completed.
Moving on. Nearly Christmas.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah, and me.
Big things 2026.
Yeah. Massive things by the sound of it.
On that note, my man.
See you
Next.
Thursday.
Yes.
I think. Nice, I do.